Lim Beltran.
Mr. Speaker, sir, may I have your permission to take oral PQs 11 and 12 together?
Please do.
The CPF nomination scheme provides CPF members with the option to nominate recipients of their CPF monies upon their demise and the proportion of savings each nominee should receive. CPF nominations are currently treated in the same way as wills. They are revoked upon marriage to give the member an opportunity to make a new nomination. Like wills, CPF nominations are not revoked in the event of a divorce, as we recognize that the CPF member may still intend to provide for the ex-spouse and children from the marriage. Nevertheless, the CPF board includes reminders to all members to review their nominations in their annual statements of account. The board also intends to remind those members who have undergone divorce to review their nominations. CPF members should review and update their nominations when their life circumstances have changed. The CPF board has enhanced the CPF nomination service to enable members to conveniently review their nominations and make changes securely, including via the CPF website. The Ministry of Law is studying whether to reform the rule in the Wills Act of 1838 that provides for the automatic revocation of wills in the event of marriage. MOM and the CPF board will likewise study the CPF nomination rules so that the policy remains relevant to the evolving needs and behaviors of our citizens.
Ms. Lim.
Thank you, Speaker. I have two supplementary questions for the Minister. Earlier in his answer, he mentioned that CPF board intends to remind members who have gotten divorced to review their nominations. So does it mean that CPF board will keep track of divorce orders and make sure that letters are sent to members who undergo divorce proceedings? So that's the first question. Second question is, I would urge, actually, that CPF board relook at this phenomenon where CPF nominations are not revoked upon divorce. And one of the arguments which I hope the board will consider is that in a divorce proceeding, CPF funds are actually liable for distribution as matrimonial assets. So in other words, spouses who have accumulated CPF funds during the marriage, at the point of divorce, it is up for division if the court feels it fit to award a spouse part or all of the CPF funds accumulated during marriage of the other spouse. So in that sense, an ex-spouse would already have his or her share of the CPF funds of the spouse at the point of divorce. So it is actually not logical that most members would want the spouse to have the ex-spouse to have another legacy at the point of death when that spouse has already had a division of the CPF funds at the point of divorce. So I hope the CPF board will look into this as well.
I thank the member for her supplementary question. As I mentioned in my reply, from May 2023, that means in about a month and a half, CPF board intends to remind members who have undergone a divorce to review their nominations. Now, we are actually currently working with the relevant agencies for information on the divorced members. Some of the points that the member has brought up, they are currently also being reviewed. So there is and you can appreciate that the potential ramifications. So if the member so finds it suitable, after May, you can file another PQ. We can update you on the status of that review subsequently. Thank you.